find the image I wanted. I would love to have done a bit of B-roll, show you me walking down here. However, I don't have enough hands. I'm not stood in the most sensible places. I'm on a huge rock in the middle of the stream. That if I move from here, I'm going to lose my footing. I've tried it because I wanted to move a couple of inches to my left to really get the composition that I wanted. But I can't because my foot just goes straight off the edge. And the stream behind me is actually probably about waist deep and I haven't got my waders on. I'll flip you around and show you what I found. In case you were wondering where I was stood, I'd walked down this path. I say path in the loosest sense of the word. It's a track. I've come along here and I've kind of scrambled down here. I've had a foot balance there and then onto that rock. Now, I haven't got the biggest stride in the world, so my left foot ended up somewhere around here, which was rather slippy. I tried moving over to this section, but no, my foot just slipped. The tripod, the foot wouldn't even stand there either, so I was in the middle there. That is just a wonderful autumn scene in my eyes. Now again, I'm shooting in portrait, so it's really difficult to show you, but I have this tree, this lovely little bit of greenery, and then we have the stream curving round and coming down to the base of the image. This stream comes out the bottom left hand corner and the bottom right hand corner is this. I didn't really want that in, but there wasn't a lot I could do if I wanted to keep this in. I may have a go at cleaning it out. That's a bit naughty of me, but needs must. It just intrudes a little bit for me, and if I go down any lower I'm going to lose, because I don't want this bit in, this here. I don't want this rock, I just want the water. So the only way I can do it really is by keeping that in. I'm back shooting on the 17-55, again just the lead polarizer, and we are at half a second, f8, ISO 100, and that I'm really pleased with. That was more the image I had in my mind. Because I'm shooting at f8, it has almost, what did it do there? No way. It has almost blurred out the background, but not quite. There is quite a distance between that tree and the background. So yeah, that was the image I was after. I can relax now. I've got the one I want. I can chill my bones and have a perfect wander down. I still haven't reached the bottom, and then I'm going to walk up the other side and see what I can shoot from over there. And that says Padley Gorge to me, or autumn. Beautiful autumn coloured beach, some beautiful greens that are really popping, and then some lovely flowing water. And an eighth of a second, I'm not blurring the water too much. Happy days! Really hard to get back on the main path so I can walk up the other side. But as I walked back from that last image, I found another composition, and I've been stood here about 10 minutes. I'm in a precarious position again, but not quite as precarious as the last one. I've been tweaking and prepping, still not 100%, but I think we're about there. One small extra tweak I might just make. I'll flip you around and show you what I'm doing. So what caught my eye as I walked back were these two logs and this tree. And then we have the bridge at the background, and we've got some really nice greenery on this side. What's been taking the time, I'm not on the gimbal at the moment because I haven't really got enough room to reach my bag and not got the tripod over. There's a little bit of banking here which keeps encroaching, which I'm not too happy with. There's this little fern that sort of encroaches, and I'd like this to come bottom left hand side of the image, but the drawback with that is if I'm doing a shorter exposure I can get some really nice water trails, but then I cut them off if I crop to there. So I've left a little bit more room in front of those logs. I've also taken a shot with the polarizer turned off because you get more of the streakiness in the water that way, but I might blend two images. The polarized image to take the glare off the logs and the tree and the rocks, and the non-polarized image to get the streakiness in the water. I don't know how it'll look. When I get it on screen, I might decide that's not what I want to do. But by taking both images, I've got options. And you can't beat having options. It's so busy down here, it's ridiculous. It's now starting to rain. I'm going to cross the banking here and head off up that way, because there's at least one shot I've seen that I'd like to get. If I don't get it, thanks ever so much for coming along. I'm sorry I've been waffling a bit, but this was meant to be a fairly short video. I have a feeling it's going to go on forever, which is why I'm not going to carry on down to the bottom. I'll save that for another weekend. So if I don't see you in a couple of minutes, thanks for watching, have a good weekend, see you next Sunday. And if I do see you in a few minutes, I'll show you what I'm doing. Across the bridge, excuse me, but to the other side of the bridge you come up quite a steep, very muddy bit of the path. I'm just keeping an eye out for stuff that looks interesting. And yes, I know we're on the wonks because I'm using a different phone to do my video. These caught my eye. Beautiful bright yellow ferns and the orangey brown golden, again it's a beech tree behind it. Yeah, I quite like that. It piqued my interest enough to stop and do a couple of handheld shots, and then I thought, stop being a lazy mare, get the tripod out. The wind is, and it's not wind, it's a breeze, it's coming and going. I've managed to fire off a couple of shots with no breeze at all, but I was still shooting at ISO 250. Let me flip you around and I'll show you what I was fiddling around with. I've popped the 70 to 200 on to give me some more separation between this fern and the tree in the background. And what I was aiming for was to line the fern up with a mass of oranges and browns in the background, and I was shooting from about there, and the curve came in and it arched towards the right hand side of the image. I think that works. It's very autumnal. The orange in the background is quite muted. I was shooting at f2.8 I believe, so it's gone nice and creamy orange, and the yellow of this fern really pops out. Now I do feel that I'm going to have to call it a day now, because I'm sure I've got enough video for about 4 hours. So this really is it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great weekend. Get out and enjoy the countryside, get out and enjoy autumn. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you next Sunday. Bye for now.